Hi folks, this is Abe Crystal from Rizuku.com and the roadmap to 5K in course revenue. Joining you today to discuss probably one of the most common and most challenging questions we get from people looking to create their own online courses, which is what technology, what tools do I need for my online course? So really want to help you think through this and come up with a strategy so you feel comfortable with technology, so technology doesn't interfere with your vision for your online course. So today I'd like to share with you a strategy for how you can think through what's going to be the right online course solution for you. And then we'll talk about 6 specific capabilities or types of features or tools that you'll need to bring your online course to reality. But first, let's start by thinking about the strategy here, because this is really what's most important. What we see time and again is that people they go around in circles trying to choose the right technology for their course because they don't really have a framework for how to choose the appropriate solution for their needs. So let's break it down to sort of 3 components of strategy that you can apply to make the right decision. The first would be to start as simple as possible with your online course technology. The second is to keep it all in one place. And the third is to be able to grow and scale your technology or course platform over time. So let's talk about these in a little more depth. So the first idea is to start as simple as possible. And if you're just getting started with online courses, it's really critical that you not overcomplicate things right at the beginning, because this is a very common pattern that I see is people get stuck in analysis paralysis. They're determined to research everything, compare everything, and find just the right tool or technology in every different aspect of their course, and they wind up going down this huge rabbit hole and become overwhelmed with choices and trying to optimize every possible decision. And it can become a huge time suck, and takes your energy and focus away from making a really great course, which is what matters. So the way to avoid this is to start really simple, and you can do that in one of 2 ways. First way is to strip your first course idea down to something that's incredibly low tech so you can implement it with minimal technology, essentially. So an example of this would be to create a course that's nothing but a series of plain text emails that you can simply schedule and send in your email newsletter software. Now, that may not even sound like a course to you, but it could be successful. It could deliver valuable content, and you know that the technology will not be a barrier to you at least testing that out and seeing if it's valuable to people. So that's one direction. The other would be to find a technology solution that handles everything you need and is simple and easy for you to use and has sufficient capabilities and scale for you to get started and get moving quickly. Bearing in mind that you can always move to something more complex, powerful, sophisticated if your online course business grows really large, but you don't necessarily need that on day one. So think about how can you start as simple as possible. The second key piece of your strategy is to keep it all in one place. So when you're getting started with online courses, you can run into this challenge of trying to have to set up and use and manage dozens of different services, and again, you go down the rabbit hole. If you don't know how to do things like set up video embeds or payment pages or webinars on your own, it can be a real hassle to research and maintain all these different services and make sure that they all work together seamlessly. So think about how can you keep everything in one place so you only have to set up, manage, and support one tool. Third is to think about how are you going to grow and scale your online courses over time. You want to have a sense of comfort and peace of mind that as you grow your base of students, grow your enrollments, and grow your revenue over time, that your technology is going to grow with you. You don't want something that is too cobbled together and it can't handle, say, a jump in scale from 50 students to hundreds of students as you grow over time. But it's not just about raw technical capability. It's also about the business model for your courses and the investment of setting up and maintaining your technology over time. You want to think at 2 levels of scale. First is as you're getting started, what technology can you afford? And let's say, over the next 12 months, you're looking to run some pilot programs and perhaps, start enrolling 50 or 100 students over a series of a few course sessions. But then perhaps in 2016, you're looking to build off of that and really scale up your online course business, expand your marketing, invest more in acquiring new students, and enroll hundreds of students. So think about, what is revenue going to look like as you grow, and what are the costs of your course technology going to be as you grow? Are you, for example, putting yourself in a position where your course platform will be consuming a significant chunk of your revenue as you get bigger? So be able to scale and grow over time. So let's move in now into some very specific capabilities that you need to consider as you're choosing the technology to set up, sell, and teach your online course. And we've broken this down for you into sort of 6 key areas of capability that you need to consider. And I'll give you a few ideas to look for as you think about each of these areas. And you can sort of use this as a comparison guide or buying guide almost, as you're looking at different options for your course technology. So first area of online course technology is handling registration, payment, and content delivery. And in some ways, this is sort of the most mundane or boring or baseline aspect of this, but it's critically important for your business, right? What's different about a course than what you may be used to doing with your website, for example, is drawing a line between your public content and your private content. And most people have platforms in place for your public content. You've got marketing content on your website, you've got a blog, you post videos to YouTube, you've got social media. But a course is a private and secure environment where you're inviting people into it to get access to content that's only available to people who are participating in this course. So you need to be able to charge for access to it, have people register into a course, and then have that content be securely provided to them, typically via some kind of account registration. So people will register for an account in your course, and they'll be able to log in with their email address or other identifier to get access to the course content. And only people that have authorized accounts can access the course. So you would want a system in place that makes it really easy to set up this type of registration and controlled access to content. And again, if you have primarily been delivering public content through your website and blog and social media, you may not have tools in place yet to do that. Second key area of online course technology is having easy to use course access and navigation. So this is looking at more through the eyes of your course participants. As they come into your courses, is it going to be easy for them to understand what the structure of the course is, what content is available, how they navigate through the course, and how they interact with you and with other participants in the course? It's easy to lose track of this because we get focused as course creators on the details of what we're doing. But the reality is no one's going to learn or engage or get value out of your course if it's not easy for them to figure out how to navigate it, where to get to, what they want, and how to engage with you and with other participants. So as you're testing out solutions for your course, this is one of the primary things you should be evaluating is how easy is it for participants to access and engage. Third area is handling media. So being able to post, say, an audio recording like a presentation or interview, as well as videos, whether that's a live video of you speaking to the camera or a narrated screen presentation like you're seeing right now. You need to be able to post those type of media and stream them to students so they can watch them again within this private course environment, and also be able to watch them on different types of devices like a web browser or a mobile device like a tablet or smartphone. And again, you may be used to posting videos publicly, say on YouTube, but for a course, what you need is a way to deliver those videos privately and securely only to people who are enrolled in a specific course. So one of the areas to look at is how do you easily handle that type of media hosting and streaming in your course technology setup. Fourth area, and now we're kind of shifting more into the engagement and learning experience, is what are the possibilities for building a learning community and having online discussion. So in the richest, most valuable, most effective online courses are much more than just content. They really build a community or tribe, and they do that through initiating online discussions where people are really sharing and contributing around the course content, whether that's submitting photos in a photography course or scans of artwork in an art course, writing assignments or responses to prompts in a writing course, or just sharing personal, health challenges and discoveries in a health course. This is what makes online learning really rich, is when people are sharing as part of a community. So you want to look for a technology setup that makes that really easy, fun, and effective for people. Fifth area is around your ability as the course instructor or facilitator to track student engagement, progress through the course, and to keep your students on track through email reminders or engagement emails. So it's just reality that people sign up for online courses in a burst of enthusiasm, and then they tend to lose momentum over time. And anything you can do as the facilitator of the course to keep them engaged, on track, moving forward, is going to help them get much more value out of the course and become loyal, long-term clients with you. So something to look at in terms of your technology is, can you track how people are progressing through a course? Can you see what are people completing and where are they getting stuck? And are there easy ways to bring people back to your course website through email? Are you able to easily, in an automated way, send emails when a new module or new content in the course is available? Are you able to have emails go out when someone posts a comment on a student submission, for example? So look at what's available to keep people engaged and really active in a course. And then another piece of keeping students engaged and really learning deeply in a course is about going into a live interaction as opposed to just having structured online content like a pre-recorded video or a PDF. The ability to actually get into a live call or a live video stream is really powerful. You're able to bring your personal voice as an instructor or coach to people, and in the case of a teleconference, for example, to actually hear from them as well. So, conferencing tools, there are hundreds of them, and many of them are aimed at like businesses doing virtual meetings. What you want to look at in terms of an online course is, how do you bring the power of this ability to connect with people through the phone or through internet-based audio and video, so that it feels like part of the course and it's easy for people to access as part of the course, and then that the live experience feels social, in the sense that you feel that you're part of the same online course community or tribe when you're engaged in this live experience with others. So those are a few things to look for. So the other way you can kind of think about this as you're looking at what your options are is to kind of break down different possibilities for either having a professionally hosted solution, so a website like Ruzuku, where a course platform has been developed and is hosted for you and you simply subscribe to it, versus what some people call like self-hosted, meaning that you host your own course website and you stitch together or orchestrate a number of different tools, each of which provides one component of your course. So to try and make these different approaches clear, if you use a professionally hosted platform like Ruzuku, things like registration and payment, course access, video hosting would all be handled within the Ruzuku platform. Whereas if you went the self-hosted route, you would set up your own domain and website. You might install something like Wishlist Member or a similar member management tool that could charge for access and control access to pages on that site. You might use a separate video hosting tool such as Wistia, a separate forums tool, and a separate webinar tool, and so forth. So there are pros and cons to both these approaches. Obviously, I'm a passionate believer in the value of having a professionally hosted course platform. I'm not going to try and persuade you that that's the right approach today, but just want you to get started thinking about what are the trade-offs of each of these different approaches for you and your specific needs. And I really think the best way to get comfortable with the technology side of online courses is to get your hands dirty, both by participating in courses and actually using real tools to create test or pilot courses yourself. So what we're putting together is a 30-day course creation challenge where you'll actually get free access to the Rizuku course platform, as well as guidance and activities to help you get started creating and testing out your course. It'll be totally free to participate in this. We just want to try to expose as many people as possible to these ideas and help as many people as possible create successful online courses. So look for that coming soon. So I want to close by just reminding you that whatever you do, whatever your questions or concerns are today, don't let technology stop you from creating a course that will enrich the lives of your learners and make a difference in the people who come to you. You're like an unstoppable polar bear. You can leap over any obstacle in your path. Other people have done it. You can do it too. So however intimidating it may seem today, just remember that you can get through this and we'll do whatever we can to help. So what I invite you to do now is go over to roadmapto5k.com. You'll get not only your free video presentation there, but this is your ticket to get into the free 30-day course creation challenge once that opens for registration, which will be coming very soon. So if you want to get access to this challenge where you'll get daily guidance as well as free access to test out the Rizuku platform, make sure that you sign up at roadmapto5k.com. What I'd suggest you do too is start writing down what technology needs or questions you have. Start making notes of those so that you can get those questions answered during the 30-day challenge, and we'll allow plenty of time to help you with those type of questions. In the meantime, if there's anything you're struggling with around online courses today, I'd love to hear from you, your questions, your challenges, or just anything you'd like to share and get feedback on. Email me and let me know how I can help, abe@rizuku.com, and look forward to seeing you in future videos.